This video is made possible by Fuel Depot. 93 octane performance.
Peeps, look who I found right here at Dover Raceway today. The man himself. Doug, how things, man?
It's good, really good.
It's been a few months since the last time I saw you. The last time you were here testing. You know, how things been since? A little bird been whispering in my ear some stuff, you know, as usual.
True.
But I'll allow you to tell us, you know.
Well, that Tweety bird was probably right. What happens is that we have gone and done a lot of aerodynamic changes to the car. We realized that yes, the car will be the fastest car down the straightaway. There's no doubt about that. We have two straightaways here at Dover. I figure that maybe we're all a good 10, 15 miles per hour faster than any other the fastest radical there is. But we also know we have our shortcomings. So therefore now we take our shortcomings now and make them better. If we get the aerodynamics on the car and we're able to brake and turn with some of these radicals,
Right.
guess what? Game done.
So you're saying that you have the power part of it sorted out. So it's now just the cornering.
I can even tell you that the last time that you saw that I came from 7th to first place, we actually even had the wrong gear ratios in the car. Right now that when I drop 5th gear in the car, it feels like I have selected first. What the pull that is pulling me in the car is phenomenal. I mean, the G-forces on the straightaway is something that I've never ever been in a car and felt that before. The car in a straight line is just unreal. And as I said, if we can change the shortcomings that we have compared to the other cars that are out here, then man, I tell you, we're going to have a package here that's going to be, everybody's going to start to get cars like mine.
A revolution, eh?
That is right.
Well, let me ask you this though. In terms of technology, your car is very much advanced. Does it have more technology than your previous Audi DTM?
So the only things that I would say out of the DTM car is that they had sensors everywhere.
Okay.
They were able to calculate all the suspension movements, anything that was going on with the car, they could pull it up on the laptop.
Okay.
So that was the only thing that I would say yes.
Okay.
But as far as even the WRC gearbox that I have in the car now, the differentials that I have, I've changed the axles. I mean, we have some axles that are big like this now in the car.
Wow.
I mean, I can actually take a hit. Not way around with that the car. So any one of you radical guys that think so when I go and come bonks me, you know what next thing going. When I go and bonks and I'll see me driving around this track. So we made this car now literally bulletproof as far as parts are concerned.
Yes.
And again, everything happens in stages. As I said, the aerodynamics that we're doing on the car is going to just make it a complete package very, very awesome.
Definitely. Now, let's take a step further, right? And you mentioned that the car is sound and ready. By the way, is it ready to go now? Ready?
No, we're still doing the aerodynamic. The aerodynamic work has started. Is actually done by Rouge Mazir's place.
Oh, okay.
He has a lot of as you can see with Sarah's car, he has done a phenomenal job with her car.
Right.
So we're using his fiberglass man. I brought in the carbon fiber, the pieces that need to be done. Justin will actually come down along with Stephen Gunn.
Oh, all right. Yeah. All right, so you're jumping the gun there on me. So, which brought us now to my next question, right? Recently I saw you made a post stating that there's now a new crew chief,
That's
right? You mind telling us, you know, how that came about? I mean, how that even happened?
I think, to be honest, I mean, Raj hasn't told me so, but I think that Raj actually wants to go on a race.
Okay.
I truly believe that is one of the things that he's geared towards his new venture.
Okay.
He's actually busy with his family and his new house, and so he was taking up a lot of his time.
Right.
Raj and I discussed it in length as to where we could go. After that, he says, boy, Doug, honestly, I really and truly don't have I cannot give you 100% of my time. At that point, I said, well, I'm really glad that you actually owned up and said it.
Right.
I was very, very happy with that.
Right.
And, of course, you never want to have a part with bad feelings, and we have not.
Right.
Right, is my brethren.
Right.
And I love what he has actually helped us accomplish with this car. We're starting from scratch. We have built a very, very good car, and it's going to be a force to reckon with. There's no doubt about it. So actually talking to Tommy and my family, I said, where do we go from here? Who is good with four-wheel drive turbocharged cars? Well, guess what? When Stephen Gunter came to mind, and I asked Stephen if he would. Stephen and I talked for about an hour and a half that night, and he said, boy, Doug, I can tell you from a long time that I always said that if we could ever join forces, we'd be an unbeatable bunch.
Yeah, boy.
Again, this is a guy that knows his stuff when it comes to four-wheel drive turbocharged cars, and that's exactly what I have. So
Well,
he has gotten to the point where he has done fantastic strides with David Saunders' TA1 Evolution.
Yes.
And everybody knows that he has gotten David's car to come down to fantastic times, along with Justin setting up the suspension. And I do believe that this new crew that I have is going to take it again to the next level.
Well, you see, a lot of persons out there may be saying, but hold on, Stephen Gunter? I mean, Stephen Gunter, David Somerville.
That other guy there.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I mean, once rivals,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I mean, opposing rival teams. But now, in 2022, we see you guys working together.
So all of your red shirt man out there, and all of your blue shirt man out there, all of you can come and root for one team now. Because you have a little of the red and a little of the blue. So everybody can stand out now, right, and think it's love.
I say Hollywood.
Yes, Hollywood, man. I said, because you have a little piece of everything. And we forget about all them other man.
Yes.
Whoever radically they may be.
Oh boy, but it's really good though. It's good for motorsports, and it's a great step forward.
Yes, I do really and truly think so.
And I know your fans, they can't wait to see you out. Myself, I can't wait to see the beast, after going through these tests.
Carefully, Kedron, are you picking sides? A76 is supposed to have all the politics straight at evening, but I have a little feeling that deep down, that you have a little of the red and blue, it flowing through your veins,
Hey, mind it enough. But it's good. It's really good for the sport.
Black and white distincts, but you have a little color in your life, it's always a good thing. Not true?
You have to strike the balance sometime, Yeah, man. But as I said, Doug, it's always good talking to you, and we're looking forward to see you.
Thank you.
Right,
Thank you very much. And I'm so glad that everybody has stuck behind me from day one. I'm really, really glad. Just believe in us, and we will be there. We won't let you down, I promise you. We're trying to do everything, and if everybody knows the backstory of this car and what I've put into it, the time, the money, the effort, the teams that have come from very, very far away to try and make this car work. Just believe in me, and everything will go all good, and we'll have 2 thumbs up very soon.
And just before we go, any word to any shout out to your sponsors?
Richard Lee from Miracle Corporation has been with us from the beginning, and I would just like to state that his new beer company that has now literally landed in Jamaica this week, 24 karat with that big lion head on the bottle. I can tell you something, this is going to be one to reckon with. Need to find beer. So it looked like a Heineken, but it roared like a lion. So look out for this on the shelves, because I tell you, the beer actually tastes really good, and I think everybody's going to be so very, very, very surprised how this thing tastes.
Thank you for watching another video production of 876 Streets. Subscribing to our channel definitely means a lot to us. Thanks for your continuous support.